What's up, guys? This is Matt Morton from Elite Edge Labs, here to talk to you today about anaerobic conditioning, or more specifically, glycolytic training. That's just a really big way to say you're working out at an intensity that your breathing cannot help you recover fully from. So why would you want to do this form of exercise? Let me break it down for you. Carbs that are not utilized in your body, especially in the form of simple carbs, are stored as fat. And this form of fitness burns through carbs like a fire. So we're left with a choice. Either do not use this style of training or do not eat carbs. And I like carbs personally. This dotted line is going to be referred to as the anaerobic threshold, right? What that is basically is a big word for saying that is the wall. That's the point where you cannot work out beyond that dotted line for very long without blowing up. In a long pacing cardio workout, the ideal pace is just below that anaerobic threshold. That way we're not going too hard, right? So our effort level is just below the point where we would break, where our oxygen can keep up with our pace, right? This is how athletes train, but not all of us are athletes. Most of us are not athletes. Why do we want to train like athletes? Well, let's think of real life situations and why this would come up and how we want to be conditioned in real life. Let's say your kid runs out in front of a car. What energy system will you use? Will you use the phosphagen or strength energy system and jump from one spot all the way in front of the car and save the day? Will you use the aerobic energy system? Will you be like, all right, hey, set the clock for 3 minutes. I'll be there in just a little bit. I don't want to get out of my comfort zone. No, right? We're going to sprint as fast as we can. We're going to grab the kid and we're going to come back, and we'll possibly save the kid's life in doing that. That is a real life functional energy system. So if that's real life, shouldn't we train that way? In a glycolytic or anaerobic form of conditioning, what you would normally see is quite a bit of rest involved. So what we'd actually be doing is we would work beyond that anaerobic threshold at a higher intensity. And then we would rest. And then we would come back and work out at a higher intensity again, and then rest and continue this pattern for as long as necessary. Okay? And what we'll find is this anaerobic threshold gets pushed higher. When that anaerobic threshold gets pushed higher, now in an aerobic workout or a normal cardio workout where you're maintaining your pace, now you can pace at a much faster rate, at a much higher intensity without blowing up. Obviously, if you can do more work in a shorter period of time, you're going to get more results. There's another really big reason why you want to do anaerobic conditioning, and that is called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. And that's another really big word to basically say after you are done with an anaerobic conditioning session, the results will continue for the next 24 to 72 hours. After a normal aerobic workout, your breathing rate, your heart rate, your muscles recover so quickly that the results from that workout are pretty much almost done immediately when you stop. So there are all of these obvious benefits behind anaerobic conditioning. Why don't people do it? Why don't people want to do it more often? Well, that's really simple. It's hard. It hurts while you're doing it, and people don't want to just be breathing as hard as they can for an entire workout. It's not as fun. Not only that, but we have a tendency to get sore after anaerobic conditioning because our intensity is higher, we're using more muscular involvement. So it's important that we have proper recovery. We do this by making sure we're eating more, not cutting calories anymore, not seeing how much of a deficit, caloric deficit we can get into, but actually adding calories to support our fitness. So we get to eat, we get to enjoy life. I enjoy eating anyway. There are several other little things like limiting your stressors that can help your recovery majorly, right? But also, there are some supplements that can really help you push through these anaerobic sessions. The Elite Edge post-workout recovery, make sure that after you're done with that anaerobic session, instead of feeling drained and beat up for the next 24 to 72 hours while your body is recovering, you can immediately take a post-workout recovery shake, recover the carbohydrates that your brain and your body has lost, feel better, and immediately start the road toward recovery much faster. This will not limit the duration of time your metabolism is heightened, but instead you'll just feel better and you'll recover faster. You'll be able to hit that next workout with that much higher intensity in order to get faster and faster results. The other is the Elite Edge Labs pre-workout. So you have to bring the intensity. And in order to do that, you have to be a little bit motivated. And there's no better motivator than this pre-workout coursing through your veins. In Elite Edge Labs supplements, we're about quality first. We want to make sure we have the optimal ingredients without any proprietary blends, any wasted material that could hold you back and limit your results. But we also found a way to make them taste great. I would love to know your situation and how training best would benefit you. Post any questions you have and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day, guys, and keep taking those supplements.